Now we will see the third application, hanging chain problem or hanging cable problem. A heavy cable hangs freely under gravity between two fixed endpoints. Show that the shape of the cable is a catenary. So what is a catenary? It is a chain shaped curve. Um, so last class itself we have discussed the second application. We have discussed the equation of the catenary. What is the equation of catenary? Y equals k cos h of x plus a by c. So heavy cable hangs freely under gravity between two fixed points. So let P of x1 y1 and Q of x2 y2 be the two fixed points of the hanging cable. So we have the cable with the endpoints P and Q. Consider an elementary arc length ds of the cable. So if you integrate ds, you will get the s. Okay. So consider an elementary arc length ds of the cable. So if you have the cable, you can you assume rho to be the density. So that is mass per unit length of the cable. So the mass of the element is rho into ds. So let rho be the density of the cable, so that the mass of the element is rho into ds. So if G is acceleration due to gravity, the potential energy of the element is mgh, which is same as what is m, rho into ds, and G, what is h here, y. So the potential energy is rho ds into G into y. So I repeat, let P of x1 y1 and Q of x2 y2 be the two fixed points of the hanging cable. So let the ds be the elementary arc length, let rho be the density of the cable, so that the mass of the element is rho into ds. So if G is acceleration due to gravity, the potential energy of the element is mgh. So what is m? Rho into ds, and h is y. So mgh is rho ds into gy, where x-axis is the line of reference. You can take x-axis or y-axis as a line of reference. Here we have taken x-axis as a line of reference. So the total potential energy of the cable is given by integral P to Q rho ds into Gy dx. So what is the total potential energy? It is the sum of the all the energies between the endpoints PQ, or the definite integral P to Q rho ds Gy dx. So P, since we are integrating with respect to x, we have integral x1 x2 rho Gy ds by dx into dx. So ds is written as, this is not dx, this is ds. So ds is written as ds by dx into dx. It is not that we are multiplying dividing by dx, we are differentiating ds with respect to x, and then we are integrating with respect to x. That is, we are finding the derivative of arc length s with respect to x, and we are integrating this with respect to x. So this is not dx, this is ds. By mistake dx is written, and so we have the functional. What is ds by dx? What is the derivative of arc length? Root of 1 plus y dash square. So rho g is a constant. So rho g into y into root of 1 plus y dash square. So what is the function to be integrated? Y times root of 1 plus y dash square, which is same as the previous problem. See, in the previous problem also we had the same function, that is y into root of 1 plus y dash square. So we have, since it doesn't contain x, we took the case phi of Euler's equation. We took we took case phi, and we got the solution as y as k cos h of x plus a by c. So after this step, the proof is same as the previous problem. So since it doesn't contain x, you have to take up case phi. So that is that is, what is the case phi? It is f minus y dash dou f by dou y dash equals k. This is what we did for the previous problem. So you have to, from this step onwards it is same. That is, from this step onwards it is same. That is, Euler's equation takes the form f minus y dash dou f by dou y dash equals k. So from this step onwards it is same. So you will get the equation of the catenary. So we say that the shape of the cable is a catenary. So we end the statement saying that the shape of the cable is a catenary. Now we will look into some more problems from calculus of variations. Last class we discussed two problems from calculus of variations. So I told you for every problem or every theorem you will have the functional. Functional is a definite integral. Then you will have the Euler's equation or forms of Euler's equation. If f contains all the three terms x, y, y dash, then you have this Euler's equation. Dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash equals 0. Otherwise, depending on the function f, say if f contains y dash, you have case 1 as a solution. If f doesn't contain y, you have case 2 as a solution. If f doesn't contain y dash, you have dou f by dou y equals 0 as a solution. If f doesn't contain xy, you have the straight line as a solution. If f does not contain x explicitly, then the solution is f minus y dash dou f by dou y dash equals k. So you have to by heart all the cases. So you should remember the Euler's equation and the from all the 5 cases. You don't have to learn the proof for any of the cases. You only have to remember the statements of cases with the solutions. So last class I discussed two problems. So first one, f contains all the three terms x, y, y dash. Second one, f contains only y dash. Now we will see the third problem. Find the extremum of the functional integral 1 to 2 root of 1 plus y dash square by x dx with the n conditions y of 1 equals 0, y of 2 equals 1. So what is the functional here? Integral 1 to 2 root of 1 plus y dash square by x dx. So what is now this function? You observe the function, it contains only x and y dash. It doesn't contain y. So what is the solution? If you see the case, what is the solution? If f doesn't contain y, the solution is dou f by dou y dash equals k. That is case 2. So you have case 2 by case 2 dou f by dou y dash equals k. So what is dou f by dou y dash? X is a constant. When you differentiate f partially with respect to y dash, x is a constant. So 1 by x into 2y dash by 2 into root of 1 plus y dash square. 2 will get cancelled. So dou f by dou y dash equals a is a solution, or y dash by x into root of 1 plus y dash square equals a is a solution. Then you only have to simplify. Whenever you have the square root, square it. So y dash square equals a square x square into 1 plus y dash square. Then bring the derivative to the left side. So y dash square minus a square x square y dash square equals a square x square, or y dash square into 1 minus a square x square equals a square x square, or y dash equals ax by root of 1 minus a square x square. So now what is y dash dy by dx? So you have to solve this by variable separable method. So take t as 1 minus a square x square, dt is minus 2a square x dx. So by so right side is a into what is x 1 minus 1 by 2a square into dt, and what is the denominator? Root of t. So I repeat, left side is dy by dx, right side a into what is x minus 1 by 2a square into dt, and denominator you have root of t. So dy by dx equals minus 1 by 2a dt by root t. So integrating y equals minus 1 by a root t plus b. What is t? 1 minus a square x square. So y minus b equals minus 1 by a into root of 1 minus a square x square. Squaring both sides. Whenever you have square root, you square it to eliminate the square root. So y minus b whole square equals 1 by a square into 1 minus a square x square, or the right side is same as 1 minus a square minus 1 by a square minus x square, or x square plus y minus b whole square equals 1 by a square. So this is nothing but the equation of the circle. Now you use the conditions. What is given? Y of 1 equals 0. So y equals 0 when x equals 1. Y of 1 equals y of 2 equals 1. Make use of the condition. So you have two equations in two unknowns. Solve these two equations to get the values of a and b. So a square is 1 by 5, b is 2. So substitute that in 1, b is 2, a square is 1 by 5. So 1 is x square plus y minus 2 the whole square equals 5. So this is the curve which makes the functional an extremum. Now we will see another problem. Prove that the extremum of the functional I equals integral x1 x2 root of y into 1 plus y dash square dx is a parabola. So what is here, you have the functional. So what is a function to be integrated? Y into 1 plus y dash square. So it doesn't contain x. So what is it is case phi. If it doesn't contain x, you have to use case phi. What is case phi? F minus y dash dou f by dou y dash equals k. So find that what is dou f by dou y dash 1 by 2 into root of y into 1 plus y dash square into 2y dash. So if you do that and you substitute for f, what is f? Root of y into 1 plus y dash square minus y dash into dou f by dou y dash. That's what you have here, equals k. Then you take LCM and simplify. So you have y equals k into root of y into 1 plus y dash square. Square both sides. Y square equals k square into y into 1 plus y dash square. Take y derivative terms to the left side. So y dash k square y dash square equals y minus k square, or ky dash equals root of y minus k square, or k into dy by dx equals root of y minus k square, or separate the variables, y terms left side, x terms right side. So k dy by root of y minus k square equals dx, integrating 2k into root of y minus k square equals x plus a, or squaring both sides, 4k square y minus k square equals x plus a whole square, or x plus a whole square equals 4k square into y minus k square. So this is the equation of the parabola. So you saw, work out all these problems. I have done problem from every type. So every problem you have a functional. You should remember the Euler's equation in all the 5 cases. You have to solve the Euler's equation to get the solution. Wherever you have square root, you square it to eliminate the square root and keep the derivative to the left side. Then you have to get the solution by variable separable methods, and if you have the n conditions, use that to find the particular solution. So practice these problems. If you have doubts, you can um, ask me in the class, or you can call me and ask. With this I end my lecture.